guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
amazing places to visit in Peru. See?
Peru, you know the way you said it is like the song
Peru, Peru. Yeah.
Sure. Beautiful places to discover, wild nature, and an extraordinary worldwide known gastronomy.
He spent a great amount of his time in Peru. He actually found his wife in Peru, and now they have kids. I still don't know what Peruvian food is though.
Guys, send us recommendations of Peruvian food videos.
Incas is one of the favorites for all tourists in Latin America.
So what do you know about Peru? Like, what's before we get into this? This is our first time knowing about Peru. Like, when you think of Peru, what do you know? I think like pyramids? The history. Yeah, the history, the pyramids.
Incas pyramids,
yeah. Incas. And
that's about it. Peruvian food, ceviche.
Yeah, ceviche. I never tried ceviche though.
I haven't tried it, but I know the name.
And I think that's about it. Very limited, not too much. So we're gonna become experts in Pro. Let's go.
Place than visiting the Machu Picchu.
Oh, Machu Picchu. I know Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu, yes.
And eating ceviche. Let's get to know more about Peru.
Exactly?
Here are the 10 places you must visit during your next travels to Peru. Number 1, Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is also known as the Incas' lost city. The Machu Picchu is one of the 7 wonders of the modern world and is a must-see place in Peru.
Artist that's Peruvian?
Remember we reacted one time to, there was like 2 Latin artists, and the third girl that was on the chorus wasn't in the title.
Oh,
she was like a YouTuber or something, and she wasn't in the title, but we really liked her, and she was Peruvian. Now I don't remember her name.
Oh, you really liked her.
Yeah, but she deserved to be in the title.
Yeah. This ancient Inca city.
Yeah, no, because she carried that chorus.
Yeah, but that's why we don't can't remember her name. Because her name was on the title.
Yeah.
Located 2,100 feet above sea level and in the Andes, was hidden for many centuries behind the mountains and vegetation, until 1911, when Hiram Bingham discovered it. The visitors can explore Machu Picchu in 2 different ways.
Wait,
if you're an adventurer, you can walk 40 kilometers for 4 days across the wood.
Discover Machu Picchu, I think.
So Machu Picchu is just mountain, right?
No, it's an ancient civilization.
So they didn't know it was there?
I mean, somebody had to cross the mountain to see it from the Western world. You know?
It wouldn't be me. That's too much work.
Valleys and ancient paths. But if you prefer an easier route, you can take a train to Aguascalientes and then walk or take a bus to get to the ruins. We recommend you hire a guide so you won't miss any important highlights.
Oh, but so I guess it's free to attend. It's not like a museum of sorts. Interesting.
Number 2, Cusco. This city was the capital of the Incas Empire and now is the capital of the Cusco region and province. It's also the center of Quechua's culture and a World Heritage Site. It's one of the most visited cities in the country, with more than 2 million visitors per year. It's the starting point for all the tourists who decide to visit Machu Picchu, located at the northeast of Cusco. You can start your walk around this city in the Plaza de Armas, surrounded by hotels, restaurants, stores, and places of interest. The cathedral is one of these places. Its facade has a Renaissance style, and the interior a Baroque style, with numerous beautiful colonial paintings. Next to the cathedral, you can find the Compañía de Jesus Church and the Triumph Church. If you hire...
Why do you need a church next to a cathedral?
Because for different purposes. Church, I think, is smaller. I think cathedral is more grand.
Right, but you still hold the same mass.
So. You could have different mass.
For tour, it will get you to visit the historic wall, the Quiricancha, or the Sun Temple, the Santo Domingo Church, and the Sacsayhuaman. Number 3, Lima.
I heard of Lima.
Lima is the capital of the country, and it's the biggest city.
Capital?
Founded by Francisco Pizarro in 1535, the Spanish were here for around
1535? Wow, that's old. Oh, way older than America. Wow, okay.
100 years. Nowadays, Lima is a mixture of culture, history, and modernity. Here you can find the cathedral, beautiful and enormous churches, monasteries, and convents. You can also see Inca architecture scattered around the city, like Huacas and the Pachacamac. There are other things to do as well. You can go to museums, art galleries, a park with light shows, malls, or take a look at the Pacific Ocean. Lima is also known as the best place to start trying Peruvian cuisine, which has a diversity of ingredients from the coast, mountain, and Amazon regions. The signature dish, ceviche, is something you cannot miss. Number 4.
Look like a shrimp bowl or something. Looks interesting.
Iquitos, Amazon jungle. Iquitos is the capital of the Loreto department located in the Amazon North region of Peru. It was founded in 1539 and known in those times as El Dorado. For travelers, this city offers a wide range of activities that you couldn't find in other places in the country.
The Swiffer Power Mop. Love it for your money back.
You can swim in the rivers, walk through the jungle, look at its flora and fauna, and see unforgettable, beautiful landscapes. Make sure you don't miss La Casa de Hierro, a place designed by the
Interesting little cars. They're like scooters converted with the little cab, I think. Okay, interesting.
Architect of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Number 5, Nazca Lines.
Oh,
the Nazca Desert has a stripe along the northern Pacific coast on an...
It's one of the Asian aliens things. That supposedly aliens did these lines.
Arid plateau. The famous Nazca Lines, located between the towns of Nazca and Palpa, were created between 200 BC and 700 AD. You can find large drawings of simple...
Yeah, basically they're saying the only way you could do these drawings is from the air. So like if you don't... Because look like the aerial...
BC and 700 AD. You can find large...
You see, it's shapes. They're saying like the only way you could do like draw the shapes is if you had like somehow be able to see it from the air. Because as you're walking on the ground, what do you know what you're drawing? You know?
Oh, really?
Well, these are super huge. Yeah.
How big do you think it is?
It's huge.
You don't think they do like planning and like do the line on the floor?
2,000 years ago?
I don't know.
Planning? 2,000 years? Like mathematics? I don't know. Obviously, I don't know who did it or how they did it, but that's the claim they made.
There was people there this time, no?
Of course. Well, I can't say of course, but I would assume so. There were some sort of beings.
Drawings of simple stylized lines of spiders, monkeys, lizards, and human figures. These figures have stood the test of time.
Right.
But how? The climate of this area, desert, dry, and stable without wind.
Ancient Aliens is an interesting TV show. Maybe we should watch. If you're interested, maybe we should. There's some... It's obviously a conspiracy theory, so you can't take nothing for a fact. It's just ideas.
You could watch that...
I think it's on Netflix. Maybe we have it. But there was a lot of interesting thoughts that day. I think that towards the later seasons they started just reaching because it was so popular. But I think the early episodes are really good.
But you're saying that it is not people?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the ancient aliens
it's like
show.
It's like you know how they do those things on the field, the football fields, and they like do the dances and they are coordinated. So I'm thinking like people, in their assigned spot, and someone in a tall giving instructions. No,
it's way bigger than you think. This whole thing is bigger than football stadium.
Oh,
like it.
I think it looks quite perfect, but
I can't tell you how they did. I don't know. I'm just saying the claim that the TV show made was that it's the aliens that did it.
Only here they have these lines?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Maintain the lines to this day. You can see the lines in a better way from the sky by renting a plane. Then there's an observation tower on the Pan American Highway, and here you can see some of the figures.
This
Number
is natural?
6.
That was natural?
Lago Titicaca, Puno. Puno is a port city by the Titicaca's lake. The city is not attractive at all, but is the best starting point to
Like you
visit
said, the city is not attractive at all. Then why you put up the
never heard
waste?
of that.
the famous floating Amantini and Tequili Islands located in the lake.
Floated islands. I would be scared to step on a floated island. I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna drift off, like.
Well, who knows? You're not gonna drift down. I don't know.
Titicaca is the highest navigable
Drift
lake
off,
in the
drift
world.
down.
On Amantini Island, you can see
I
the
was
best
scared.
views of the lake.
No, because
I'd be scared
you
down.
drifted. What if you drift down
What
to
do you
never
mean?
go down?
What do you mean? You can swim.
I don't know, right? I get, but what? You in the middle of
Wait,
nowhere?
is it shark here?
That's a lake. No,
Lake?
No.
And you can stay in one of the typical traditional houses of
Maybe
this
dig
zone
down.
called Los Euros. In Tequili, you can enjoy restaurants and an environment of peace and tranquility. Number 7,
That was on
Chan Chan.
the drifting one?
Trujillo. Trujillo is a moderate-sized city in
I heard this
northwestern
as a
Peru,
last
near
name,
the Pacific
no? Trujillo?
coast. The city,
Yeah,
founded in
sounds
1530,
Trujillo.
Thirsty
something
air
like that.
meets Aussie. It's giving moisture with a capital M, made for every type and type.
among the 4 Chimu settlements of the Incas, is a World Heritage Site. Trujillo is close to the pre-Columbian site of Chan Chan, the largest mud city in the ancient world, and the Huacachina Spa. The archaeological site of Chan Chan covers about 20 square kilometers and was the capital of the Chimu culture. This culture represents one of the greatest examples of refinement
So
of
people they
pre-Inca
come here
cultures.
just to observe, like to know history.
They do. Peru does have a lot of historical, like from the ancient
Yeah.
times. Yeah, they do. Because I think they. I don't know the dates exactly, but they, has the oldest civilization, but their civilization is old.
Before the 15th century. About 5 kilometers
older?
south of
Greece or
Trujillo,
Peru?
in the district of
Might be
Moche,
Peru,
are the
I don't know.
Huacas del Sol and the Moon.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know the dates. It's been like 20 years since I was like into this stuff. Not 20, maybe like 15, but it's interesting.
Which are other archaeological complexes that are very interesting to see. Number 8, 69 Lagoon, Ancash. If we were to recommend a hike that you can take on a weekend trip, that would be the hike to Laguna 69 in
Lagoon
Yungay.
means the water is a little.
This trek offers
milky.
ever-changing views, decorated with immense waterfalls,
Beautiful.
rivers, vegetation, and the snowy peaks of the Cordillera Blanca of Peru. An excellent dose of nature in a single-day hike. Come here hiring a tour from Huaraz, so you can take a walk around here. Number 9, Señor de Sipán, Chiclayo. The Museum of Royal Tombs of Sipán in Lambayaque is an impressive museum where you will find the jewels of the gold and silver tomb of the Lord of Sipán. The tombs of the Lord of Sipán, located 35 kilometers southeast of the city of Chiclayo, and the Brunig Archaeological Museum is 12 kilometers away. The Brunig is an excellent museum with exhibits showing the diverse cultures of northern Peru, including Vicus, Mochica, Lambayaque, and Chimu. There are exhibits of pottery and ceramics, textiles, mummies, and other elements of these civilizations.
I think like when it comes to history, like how Europe has Greece, like very iconic historical. I think Latin America is Peru in that aspect.
And
Or if not Latin America, definitely South America, because Mexico also I think has some
Yeah, I
stuff.
think some
Mexico I think has some stuff too. So maybe South America.
exquisite gold
Where are the
pieces,
Mayans?
such as necklaces,
Mexico.
vests,
Mexico?
masks, and jewelry. Number 10.
That's what I'm saying. The dates, the
Huacachina,
Mayans, Incas. It's like I don't know the dates.
Drive in
exactly.
5 hours to the south of Lima and
We have
5
the
kilometers from
Egyptians.
Ica. You
Right.
can find the oasis in the Huacachina Desert.
We have nothing of
It's a place in the middle of the desert
Canada?
of the Peruvian coast.
Too cold.
Between the 40s and 50s, it was one of the most exclusive Peruvian spas. Today, it retains its charms and is the perfect place for an adventure trip and romantic stays. There is so much to do in Huacachina, including visits to the wineries, flights to pass over the famous place of the Nazca Lines, desert rides in off-road cars, and so much more. Peru is undoubtedly
Very nice. I'm curious to know more.
Yeah, this was a good video.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. So free to like, comment, and subscribe. join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.